Hello, everyone, and and YouTube and Facebook. Hello, my beautiful people. This is Tia Joan, and I'm back with you. And I'm back with you with another video. And I'm doing a commentary on a video I just upload that's called Narcissistic Rage, and it took place like around mid-November. Fix my nose ring again. Sorry about this. I don't like it when it's crooked. And it took place around November, mid-November. You know, like my nails, I did it myself, my long nails. Uh, um, yes, it's about the incident that took place around mid-November, and it's very triggering every time I watch it. I start tearing up and bawling every time I see it, because it was like the first time we really got into it, and it really hurt it really bad. Because I still loved him. Still loved him. Had feelings for him. See, when I'm having sex with somebody over and over and over and over and over again, and sleeping with him every night, I catch feelings for him. I get attached. I get attached to him. I mean, that's just human nature. That's human nature. That's why sex is really for married couples, because it's a way for husband and wife to stay bonded together. That's why we get attached like that. But it don't seem like men get attached, especially narcissists. They don't. Uh, I don't think they get emotionally attached like that. They're emotionally detached eventually. It's an expiration date with them. They're emotionally detached, because it's a part of their disorder. So, excuse me. I just put my lashes on, and got some of the glue on my eyelids. Wipe it off. I just put my eyelashes on, and some of the glue got on my eyelids, and it's making them. The glue got on my eyelids, and it's making them stick together. Uh, um, no, that's part of the disorder. They're emotionally detached. It's an expiration date on that. Unless they go to therapy, which they hardly ever do. And they do go to therapy. It's not really noticeable for anybody to notice. No, there's really no solution for that. Um, you know, well, yeah, it took place mid-November. Well, really, when I first met this guy, he didn't have a job, and when I first met him, the beginning of June, I think he started work like June. Like around September or October. Around September, I think he started working, because his uncle got him a job where he worked at. He's like the lead or supervisor or something. They work through an agency for a Tampa cleanup crew. Doing an agency where they pick up trash from the streets. And And around the end of October, he did give him that $15 and that $40, but I had to use that to buy keys for me and his cousins. And keys are like around $3 or $4. And um and around the third, around the third, I was giving them money every day around to the. And then the eighth, I paid that $700 for the rent. And then he was like once a month he get 4 days off from his job, and they don't pay him for that. And so he, he was off for them 4 days, and I was giving them money then for smokes, like around $20 and $25. And then he said so I paid the rent and was giving them money every day. And he said he was going to give it back to me, and well, he was going to start giving me $20 a day when he get his check. And he gets paid daily through an agency like a labor pool. And he said he was going to give me $20 every day. Well, when he I was kind of low in money, and I really needed, and I was running out of inventory because I do street vending, and he drinks and it eats up a lot of my inventory. And he got $80. He said he needed 70 of it about to get like an ounce of weed. And he needed, and he needed to get that amount so he wouldn't have to spend $25 a day. And I didn't understand that. I don't buy weed, so I didn't understand what an ounce was. And now I just really needed that $20. So he was saying we can't get it until tomorrow. So that's why we got into it. Because he spent all his money on weed instead of giving me the $20, and he was telling me he'd give it to me tomorrow because he needed it to last throughout the week, so he wouldn't have to keep spending $25 on it. And that's what happened. And I got kind of upset because he wouldn't give me the $20 now right away, but he gave me 40 the next day. And then he ended up putting me out the room for another woman, but it wasn't the Jamaican. It wasn't the Latina one. This time, this was a Jamaican one. But she didn't show up because I was still there at the house, and she didn't feel as though what he was doing was right. And after I paid the money, and he telling her he wanted to put me out and stuff, and he hated me after I didn't pay the money, after I didn't help him. Give me a minute. I have to move this bag away from the heater. And she didn't think it was fair for him to treat me that way because after I helped him. And he didn't like the fact that he was taken up for me, that she was taken up for me. And you know, some Jamaican women pretty fair, pretty decent, like a sisterhood. But this Latino woman didn't care. That, like I said before in my last videos, they don't like black women. They compete against some. They think they better than us a lot of times. No, not all of them, but for the most part they do. And black men make them feel that way by telling them that they are better, gassing their heads up. And and he was saying he broke up he broke up with the Jamaican girl because he was saying she was too controlling. But I think it was a little more than that. Well, the point is, it was the fact that he was, you know, pursuing other women while I was still there. I'm kind of getting off track about the argument with the money, about the, you know, with the money situation, his rage. But he was raging because I was upset because he didn't have the money that he was supposed to be giving me. And yeah, the $40 he gave me the next day. You know, he ended up putting me out of the room, and within a week just ended up putting me out of the room because he basically wanted to see other women pursuing other women, and he wanted to bring other women over there while I was there. Didn't care about my feelings, and just I was shown no compassion. Wasn't shown no compassion by his family members. Just treated bad. On top of being accused of things that I wasn't even doing, being accused of you know, taking his, you know, cousin's keys and throwing them on the side of the house, and he had to pay him a lot of money to get his keys back. And no one wouldn't have no reason to accuse me if he wasn't treating me so bad and talking so bad about me, you know. And that's another story for another time. But within a week, he let me back in, and was asking me $20 a day to stay in his room. And so you might as well say he didn't really give me nothing. Every time he asked me for something, he ended up asking for it back. I mean, every time he give me something, he ended up asking for it back. So, and as far as the rent money, I only got 200 of it back. I'm not even sure if I even got that back, so I was still giving him money. This dude basically took just about my whole check, my you know, government check. And you know, basically he just wanted me to pay for the house, you know, just using me. And not, I wasn't really wanted. I was basically tolerated. You know, just wanted me to help him with the house so he can pursue other women, you know. And then afterwards, telling me, telling me you ugly. I want to see other women, you know, shit like that. And And that that's the story. That's why we was arguing, and eventually I end up leaving the beginning of January. It's kind of like a discarding and reverse, because he wanted to have that Latina woman spend the night with him. He met her in mid-December, and just left me out there, homeless for that light-skinned Latino woman. And and just had her spending 2 nights with him, and just didn't give a damn about me, wanting to bring other women over there while I was still living there. And just not showing me any respect. And I was just helping them, because I was under the impression we was gonna have a place together. But and his cousins was gonna move in to help us, but he moved cousins in that didn't even have a job and was having financial difficulties. So I still end up paying most of the rent. And what eventually he ended up discarding me and not wanting me there, just leaving me out to be homeless, and did it around this narcissist always discard you during the most worst times. This was happened around New Year's. Bringing her to the house to have sex with on the weekends. During Christmas, and the discarding happened around New Year's, and there was like a couple of days after I had death in my family. My little cousin passed away. And he does this. Just no compassion at all. No compassion. And the Latino woman knew about me. She told them about me, and telling me that she's nice and she do this and that better. He's not shy about telling black women that these women are better than them. They elevate them over us. And she knew about me and just didn't care. Just didn't care. No ethics or moral compass or nothing. Just didn't care. I mean, we're like competition to them. I mean, they don't like black women, but they love the black pain. They love that. She even sent me a nasty text message calling me is calling me a bitch. Yes. And like I said, like I said before, I don't want to mention his name, but his nickname rhymes with both, but it begins with SP. Take the B away and add the SP, and that's his name. And his first name began with a, and his real name begins with a R and ends with a T. And his last name begins with a B and ends with a R. And he is an aspiring rapper, but he's probably not in the game yet. And I've been dealing with this dude for like almost 8 months from June of 2022. You know, living with him and sleeping with him, and you know, to tell you the truth, he still hurt. It still hurts because this when I first met him. I mean, this dude tells everybody I'm just slow, retarded, and crazy, just things just to degrade me, belittle me, and make himself look more superior to me. You know, telling people things about me is not even true, and just to belittle me and degrade me, to chip away at my self-esteem, taking digs at me. You know, throwing this little remarks at me, telling me, saying to me, I'm not slow. Are you that slow? You know, stuff like that. And, you know, they're just being insulting. When I first met him, I was, you know, at the top of my game. I had money. I had a car. I was driving him around. I had a Chevy Impala. You know, on my old account, I did a lot of videos on my old account until I lost my phone. I couldn't remember the password. But I did a lot of car videos. If you go to my old account list, go to Tia Jones at the beach, and you'll see a lot of my car videos of me driving. Yes, I had a car, and I was driving, and he had a bike. Don't sorry. Oh, sorry about the pause. I thought the video had cut off. Sorry about that, y'all. Sometimes the video had cut off. Like I was saying, I had a car, and he had a bike, and I was driving him around. He don't even have his driver's license. Did everything he could to hinder me from getting a car, but he gets with a Latina woman that has a car. Oh, the light-skinned Latino, you know, just to make himself look good, look important. And 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 you know, narcissists, they're highly envious. They don't want you having looking better than them or leveling up better than them. It'll validate all the BS they've been. It'll invalidate. I mean, it'll make all the BS they've been telling you, telling people about you, very invalid. You know, they whisper your accomplishments, but scream out to the highest mountaintop about your flaws. But yes, I used to have. I was on top of my game when I met him. My self-esteem. I mean, yes, when I first met him, my self-esteem wasn't where it's supposed to be because I just got out of left an abusive marriage with another narcissist. Just got separated from him, so my self-esteem wasn't quite where it was supposed to be. It was, you know, really low, and he must have sent that from a mile away, because he approached me, and he sure did use it to his advantage. Just used the crap out of me. And But he just chipped away at it and demolished it even more, brick by brick by brick. And then the abuse gradually came, with the passive aggressive, then the valuing, and then it went to just being flat out disrespectful. Just don't care, calling me bitches. As a matter of fact, when we had that argument, it was right in front of his cousins, just degrading me and embarrassing me and making me look like a fool right in front of his cousins and their friends, and bringing other women there, while I'm out bending, bringing other women there to have sex with him, and just making a fool out of me, and people laughing behind my back. Narcissists don't care about embarrassing you and making you look like a fool, because it makes them look and feel superior and important. They feel so that I'm doing this to you and you're still here. But because I invested so much money in this ungrateful, so and so, and it wasn't easy for me to just up and leave, without nowhere to go at the time. I didn't even have nowhere to go when he discarded me. It was by God's grace that I found this cheap run, because I came within an inch away from sleeping in the streets. And they always put their best foot forward in the beginning. He seemed so sweet in the beginning, and then he's like a whole nother person. And I'm still in the process of healing, because I'm still hurting, A lot of times I still shed tears. Well, don't forget to like, subscribe, share my videos. Please share. And press the notification button to be notified of any of the rest of my videos, my upcoming videos. And please donate to my channel. And my channel hashtag is $MAW1234Y. That's $MAW1234Y. Thank you.